is a lot happening out here, and lawsuits are just part of what's happening out there. You guys remember the subject matter of Apostle Mokwena's ex-wife speaking on Hosheletsani, and we did mention that there were paperwork for lawsuits that were actually handed over, and it went a little bit silent concerning that particular storyline and podcasts and all those things. But now we did get to see that there is something else now that has come out, a media briefing concerning this particular matter from Apostle Mokoena himself. And so you're probably going to see that very soon. I'll give you the details concerning that just now. And then also, an unexpected one right here. Y'all know Abednego, right? Abednego is also running into issues with John Anoik. And so maybe wondering what's going on. Abednego has a video where he's addressing this thing, so you can go on his YouTube channel. I'll leave the video down in the description below. Because someone came to hand him funny papers that they claim were lawsuits, but they were not, because the method in which they were delivered, whatnot, and all those there's a lot of things that were handwritten. It was just a lot of weird things. And so those are the particular two stories that I wanted to talk about, and they all happen to be about lawsuits. The Reality Show, daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, sure, check out some of the videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm going to check you out over there. Now, before I go to the Apostle Mokoena, I want to talk about the Abednego situation. So Abednego has this video where he's talking about the doctrines of John Anoik. John Anoik is a very weird person. He teaches very weird. He teaches like things against Jesus. Then he wants people to just be like, oh, okay. It's like, it's the most weird thing I've seen people who do not believe in Jesus. They're just like, you know what, Jesus, that's one thing. But then there's people like John who claim to be preaching Jesus, but they speak against him. And you're like, the audacification. The audacification of this mandem. The audacification of this mandem. It's too much. And so, Abednego had this video and he posted it out. It's called John is trying to silence me. And that's the name of the video. It was posted about 2 days back. And he talks about it in this video, and he shows some of the doctrinal heresies that John Anoik teaches. So somebody came up to his thingy, came up to his father's house and whatnot and stuff like that. It's pretty wild stuff, And they claim to be carrying something from John. So do check the video out. It'll be down it's down in the description right below. And so that takes me back to the video of Apostle Mokoena. So you guys remember some time back I mentioned, the wife she did podcast with Hosheletsani, and there was a lot of anger towards me. There's a lot of anger. I was like, oh, there's always two sides to the story. I'm getting down. I'm not involved in the whole thing. I might disagree with him doctrinally, but I'm not going to just dismiss that there is a side of his story. That would be wrong to do, right? And a friend of mine said, hey, Ricky, would you be willing to do that? I was like, yeah, definitely. Because, and I did mention this in the beginning, in case he doesn't want to appear in person. And I say, this statement comes from there. My battery's dying. And I say that the statement comes from there. You would know that I'm not lying, that the statement comes from there, because I'm not a fan. Right? It will make it easier for people to understand he's not available to do the statement and whatnot. And so this is what they sent to in response to this particular part. You can go back to the videos. The anger in the comment section was on an all-time high. And I warned, let's not deal with the subjects. That was my warning. It's like, you don't want to be talking about these things like and we can just talk and they can't respond. They want to respond, they can go ahead. Like say, hey, doctrinally, this is why we believe this, is why we believe this. Right? But that's on my part on doctrine. There's other things that get talked about around social media. And so the question is, do they not deserve to answer or thingy? And so, but that was the theme around the conversation. People were saying no. I was like, okay, that's fine. So Apostle Mokoena is going to make a live stream available tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. He is going to be doing a response thingy. You can see right here. It says on his Facebook page on the 9th of May 2025 at 11 a.m. on YouTube and Facebook on his social media platforms. He'll be responding to some of the things that were spoken of concerning him out here. And so I don't know if he's going to be addressing the aspects of the legal direction as well, or only speaking about the allegations that are spoken of in here. But tomorrow he'll be doing so. And so let's remember, no matter what we say, there is a side of response. That they should be able to give a response. I didn't understand why people think it, but again, that's why I warned. People tend to talk. Now, that also speaks to something as well. You'll remember that right now, Podcasting Chill is having a lot of trouble with parliament people, MPs and them, because of the comments that he made against Minister Nini. So demeaning in a manner, we spoke about that. And now they are now talking about regulating podcasts. Now, when I started doing interviews, I realized that podcasting just becomes messy. And for that period, I stopped it. I only took on certain interviews, certain conversations or discussions. And I just never went, because there's a lot of mess there. There's a lot of talks that can sound a certain way. So I only took certain stories. I never took everything. I didn't take everything because I was like, this gets a bit messy to a certain level. Maybe they're gonna start the trial issues and the court appearances and all those things. I'm not sure, but the stream will be there tomorrow. After I watch it, I will therefore come back and tell you my thoughts concerning it, and y'all can do so down in the comments down below. Y'all tell me your thoughts. It's Ricky's Reality Show, the daily Christian commentary videos. It's kind of getting crazy out there. It's getting wild. Y'all stay vigilant. It's Ricky. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in a minute.